Hello class, welcome to this week's assignment. For this week's assignment, it is a demonstrative speech that we must give. For this week's demonstrative speech, I have chosen to give you a couple of tips and tricks for the iPhone. They can be used for any iteration of the iPhones that you may have. If they are not tips and tricks that can be used for any iteration of the iPhone that you may have, I will go ahead and state which models they may be used for. I have over 15 years of computer experience. I have worked in places such as Software, etc. If you're as old enough as me to know what that place is, it was the older version of what GameStop is today, and at CompUSA. I am an A+ certified computer technician, having worked on PCs and on Macs. It is a certification that I got in the year 2000 as a 19-year-old kid. As a 19-year-old, that was really unheard of. Why? Because most people were a bit older, they were already solidified in their careers, and they were going ahead and going to school to get this certification. Whereas I was a young kid, brash and arrogant, and therefore I just went to Barnes & Noble's, bought a book for $55, went ahead, studied for 3 months on my own with no teacher, and then went and took the 2-part test and passed. That was pretty big because back then we were dealing with Microsoft DOS. Nothing of the sort of the easy stuff that you guys got now, where it's just all straight Windows and don't have to deal with any of the old computer languaging program that revolved around DOS. I also have owned every iteration of an iPhone from the very first one. So I wanted to give you some tips and tricks on the iPhone. I believe the iPhone is a great phone. Some people may say no, but I tend to differ. Reason being for two things. Number one, it is a phone that's used at the entry level, even though it's a high-end phone, for people that are getting into the smartphone world. Number two, for people like me that just want a phone that just works, convenient, and can communicate with the rest of my family using their famous program FaceTime, it's just simple, easy to use, and I never have any hassles with it. If there's a hassle with it, it's probably broke. It's plain simple, like I have to call it to my wife, it's a point and shoot device. If there's an icon for it, that means there's something that it'll do. If there's something I want to do, usually it's just hit the icon and it'll take care of it. So starting off with the demonstration, I'll be using my iPhone 6s Plus. For the first demonstration of the tips and tricks, we're going to go over what clearing and cleaning the phone is. Most people would say that I don't need to go ahead and clear and clean my phone because it's a Mac. Therefore, I'm free of viruses and I shouldn't have to worry about laggy issues or slowing down. But I'm here to tell you that's not true. Within a year, most iPhone people will come up to me and have this sob story face on about my phone isn't working right. Maybe I should switch to an Android because the specs are great. No, you just need to clean your phone. Here's how you do it. Get to the home screen, and you need to also identify through your everyday usage which are your most used programs. For me, it's my phone, my messages, my mail, my Safari, which is my web browser, and my YouTube. So every morning when I wake up, very first thing I'll do is I'll go into the phone icon. I'll make sure in my recents from the day before that if I have any phone calls or not. I don't have any, so I don't have to clean out any. I'll exit the program. I'll go to my messages section. I'll go ahead and I'll hit edit and clean out my messages section. Delete that, and that'll be the end of it. I'm out of that program. I'll go to my mail. I'll go ahead and notice that I have no new mails. So I'll go to edit. I'll go to my mailboxes. Trash. And make sure I delete what's in my trash box. Delete all. And that's done. I just got some more mail, but I'll leave that alone. Then I'll go to my web browser, Safari. I'll go in and I'll hit the bookmarker down here, or actually I have a page open, so I want to close it out. I'll hit my web browser bookmark. I'll hit history, and I'll hit clear. And that'll clear out my history all time. I like to do because that makes sure that I took care of everything that might have been left over in case I might have forgotten one day or something. And it'll clean it out. Then I'll hit done and I'll back out of that one. I'll go into YouTube. In YouTube, I'll select up here where my settings are. In settings, I'll go down to clear watch history clear watch history, clear search history, clear search history, and that's done. Now, that's the first part. The next part you'll want to do is double tap on the home button and a bunch of cards will come up. These are the programs that were opened recently. And what I'll do is I'll flick them up so that this way it can close out the program completely. A little bit hard to do here. There we go. Had ESPN open as well. And that's it. Now all the programs are completely closed out. That was step 2. I'm back on the home screen. Now you've cleaned out all your current history and cache. Current history. Now what you would like to do is clean out your cache. What you'll do is you'll hold down your power button. Now the power off screen comes on. You'll hold down the power button here, on the home button, for 10 to 15 seconds. And now it cleared out. There you go. That's how you clear out your cache. Now I'll do a reboot, and it'll come back up fresh as a daisy and ready to go for the next day. Do that every day, and I promise you, it will not lag, it will not slow down. The next feature that I like to talk about is updates. You want to have the most current software available for the phone. How you would find that out is you would go into settings, go into general, go into software update, and then you can see that I came up with the most up-to-date software. If not, you'll hit download and then followed by install and then a reboot on its own. The reason you want this done is so that you can have the most up-to-date software or the most beneficial software for you. The most beneficial software is easy for you to understand and to know about through what the Apple or any other company would like to call patch notes. Patch notes get released with any update that's new and created. Therefore, you can go ahead and take a look at them, see what new updates are available for your phone, if they are for your phone. If they're not for your phone, based on another model, say an iPhone 7 or so, and you have an iPhone 6, Apple probably will not allow you to download that go ahead and update. The next part that you want to do is you want to hook up your phone with the USB cable that is provided to you up to your computer. This will update the carrier settings. The carrier settings allow for a good handshake to be acquired between the iPhone and your carriers such as Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Sprint, so that therefore no one can miss a beat and you have the most up-to-date software on your phone. The last feature that we'll talk about on the phone is your light. Your light has been around ever since iPhone 3, but iPhone 6 brought about a touch-sensitive screen. With that, it allowed for new icons to be come into use after the iPhone 6 was available. iPhone 6 came out with iOS 9, iOS 10 came out this year. With iOS 10, you can bring them up your drawer, as so. You'll see the light, and then obviously if I tap it, the light comes on. But now if I hold on by using the press sensitive, a submenu appears for the light. I can turn it to a bright light, a medium light, or a low light. And that is very useful in the dark or in a less lit place. With those features, those concludes my tips and tricks on this demonstration video for the iPhone. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing everyone else's videos for this assignment. Thank you.